What's going on, club? Back again, and our nutrition guide topic today is proportions. Okay, meal proportions. All right, and this one is very simple. It goes hand in hand with the serving size guide. Okay, so now we understand what a serving is, and now we got to put together a balanced plate. Okay, and this is it's going to tie into the conversation that has to do with basal metabolic rate and total daily energy expenditure. Okay, we're going to calculate those things, right? And once you calculate those things and you understand, everything is an estimate, guys. It's just an estimate, but those numbers can help us get a baseline in the beginning. Okay, once you understand your BMR and your TDEE, all right, I have an in-person client. Okay, and she's a lady, and she is your BMR is going to be influenced by your age and by your height and by your weight, all of those things, right? I have a lady, and she has her BMR is like it's like 1,300 calories. Okay, it might be her TDE is like that. It's like 1,350. Like, it's super low. Okay, compared to me, like, you look at my numbers, it don't really make sense if you ask me, because I don't really eat 3,600 calories every day and my weight is stable. So probably that number, there's a 26% rate of error, or margin of error for those formulas from person to person. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that my numbers are off. 3,600 calories, way too many calories for me. I don't eat that much every day, yet my weight stays stable. So that means that 3,600 calories is probably closer to somewhere maybe like 2,800. You know what I'm saying? It's less than 3,600, but the formula will tell you that. Anyway, 1,350 calories is what she got once she did her calculations. All right, for her total daily energy expenditure. All right. So what does that mean? That means that she eats like a bird, okay? And she's totally fine with it. She doesn't need a lot of food in order to live. She eats a little bit, she's going to be full, all right? Not a problem. That's a blessing. Some people really be hungry and they need a lot of food, okay? Especially if you're tall and heavy, okay? But it can be a problem. Okay, it can be a problem because it's easy to overeat. It's easy to overeat if you don't understand serving sizes, and then you just eat whatever and you don't proportion your plate properly. Okay, so this is why it's important, because when you do eat, it's important that you're eating the proper thing. Because if you are rushing around and you eat a cereal bar and a milky coffee, you could be full until dinner time, but you didn't get the proper nutrients that you need. You didn't get the proper protein that you need. If you're trying to change your body composition, okay, not just trying to lose weight, because weight loss is pretty easy, but actually changing your body composition, now that's tough. That's a little bit harder. And if you want to change your body composition, then you have to pay attention to what it is that you're eating and when it is that you're eating, especially if your BMR and TDE is on the lower end. Because when it's time to eat, you have to eat strategically. Okay? So my client, she's not a big meat eater, okay? But we need to get in the protein. All right? Now we can't just eat vegetables, okay? We can, but we got to be very selective about what kind of vegetables we're eating, and we have to complete those proteins to make sure that we're getting all 8 amino acids. All right, it's not that difficult. If you eat rice and beans, you got a complete protein. You know what I'm saying? Rice and beans would be excellent for my client. Okay, rice and beans would be excellent, but she doesn't cook that much. Okay, so she's gonna take a while before she's making that perfect pot of rice like I'm showing you in this virtual cookbook. Okay, go ahead and look at that white basmati rice. Yo, that's delicious rice. That's gonna be a perfect pot. But anyway, what I'm getting at is you have to understand how to proportion your meals properly in tandem with your servings. okay? So I'm using her as an example, okay? She needs to hit, I believe it's about 65 grams of protein per day, okay? That's like her limit. Like I said, if you wake up and you have a cereal bar and a milky coffee before you go to work, you didn't do your job, because now you're getting closer to your number. You're getting closer to your calorie limit, but you haven't actually ate any of the things that you need to eat. Okay, so now instead of going for the cereal bar and the milky coffee, you can have your coffee. That's fine. Um, but how about we have an egg instead? All right, and now if you have that egg, at least I got somewhere between 6 to 8 grams of protein in, and I ate up about 75 calories. Okay, and I don't like talking about the numbers like this, but like I said, when we're talking about changing body composition and you have this sensitive track that you have to work because you don't have a lot of space, a lot of wiggle room, you got to be strategic, okay? So now you had the egg and you had your milky coffee, okay? And now you're full, okay? What are we gonna do for lunch? Okay, it's not like I'm gonna eat a burger. It's not like I'm going to have some chicken tenders or whatever. What am I gonna do? You know, chickpea salad. I'm gonna have myself some chickpea salad if it's her. Or that's what I would do. I would do the chickpea salad, and you can eat a cup of chickpea salad, and that's going to that's going to be an excellent lunch. It's going to be filling because it has the carbs, it's got the protein, and the micronutrient and phytonutrient profile is excellent, okay? If you could do something like that, great. But if you're just looking to meet the protein goal, go for the Greek yogurt for the lunchtime with some fruit, okay? So now we get to dinner time. And this is really where it's the most important, okay? She had the egg, she had the Greek yogurt, so probably looking around maybe 30 grams of protein that she had already if she had somewhere between a half cup or a cup of granola. Maybe she put some yogurt, and maybe she put some granola on top of it and got some extra protein in there, okay? Now we are coming to dinner. Okay, we need another 35 grams of protein. Okay, how are we going to do it? We're going to proportion our plate properly. So that means we're going to go get our serving size of meat. If we get that serving size of meat, we have 1 serving of meat on the plate. We have our serving of veggies, mixed veggies, and then we have our carb. That's like a balanced plate. Okay, so if you're not looking to gain or looking to lose and you're just looking to maintain, then you want to have 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Okay, my carb, my veggie, my meat. Okay, but that serving size of meat, now you got yourself another 30 grams of protein, and now you hit your protein target for the day. Somewhere between, you're probably at 60 to 65, you hit your protein target for the day, especially if you're having something like rice and beans, or if you're having the chickpea salad as that carb part of your meal, okay? You've hit your protein target for the day. You know what I'm saying? And you ate balanced, so your micronutrient profile on the plate is excellent. It's excellent, okay? And you got some fiber in there. Excellent. Help you with your digestion, help you absorb your food more slowly, okay? So now if you're looking to do something like, okay, now I'm not looking to maintain, I'm looking to build muscle, okay? So now your proportions is going to be half, okay? Half that plate. Now instead of 1 serving of meat, I'm going to have 2 servings of meat or more, all right? And now I'm raising that level of protein on the plate. Okay, so now I'm getting somewhere between 50 to 60 grams of protein on the plate, and so that's half. The other half of the plate, you could have some carb and you can have some mixed vegetable. Okay, If you're looking to lose weight, cut out that carb. Go ahead and cut out the carb. You still meet your protein goal. But instead of carb, the rest of the plate is going to be mixed vegetable. Okay? If you're looking to gain weight, okay, now we're going to still meet our protein goal with that one serving. We're going to still have a portion of mixed vegetables on the plate. So it's the 1/2 of the plate is going to be those carbs. I'm saying them rice and beans. Okay, it's going to give you extra protein. It's also going to satiate you. It's going to fill you up. Okay, meat, 1/4 of the plate. Vegetable, 1/4 of the plate. The other half of the plate, go ahead and pile it up with them carbs, whatever your carb source happens to be. Okay, and then that way you can gain weight. All right, and we have to talk in depth about these things person to person, but just giving you an overview of an example of how it would work for somebody else. All right, because I know looking at the sheet, it helps when we talk about it and when I can give you a real example. All right, but that's proportions. Okay, and you're going to use that in tandem with the serving size guide once you understand your BMR and your TDEE to understand what's my path, what is it that I'm trying to do, whether just need to maintain or gain weight or lose weight, build muscle, burn fat. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you proportion that dinner plate, all right, and that breakfast plate. Is really only concerned with breakfast. You could call it lunch if you want to. It depends when you eat it. But 2 main meals and maybe a snack. Okay? Maybe 2 snacks. It just depends where you're at and what you're trying to accomplish. All right? Cool. We ain't going to go too much longer than that. It's just talking about proportions. I'll see you guys in the next module.